Hey, what is up, you guys? It's Dustin, and I am back with another video. How are you, Nick?
I am doing great. How are you?
I'm pretty good. I have compiled a very lengthy list of things that I want to talk about in this video. I know a lot of people like when I discuss what we're going to talk about,
Okay.
so they have an idea of what's going to be said.
Oh.
You're never going to guess. You're never going to guess what we're going to talk about in this video because I think people are crazy. But you are going to know the things that we talk about. No, I've told you. You just
told me.
forgot.
I
I have.
forgot.
So
Okay.
what I want to talk about in this video is Crumbl cookies and Dove. Apparently, they came out with a
dry-ass
collaboration.
cookies.
And then I want to talk about Stouffer's lasagna and stovetop stuffing.
Okay.
Because there is a lot of discussions going on right now about it and a Mandela effect that I have to put to rest because people are absolutely crazy. And then I want to talk about Gypsy Rose because if what people are saying about Gypsy Rose is true now, girl, a whole new level of depravity, I tell you. So if you guys are here for that, stay tuned to this video. Before we jump in, I would like to thank Adam and Eve for sponsoring this video. You guys know that I have worked with them for years, and they actually have a new deal for you right now. If you go over to adamandeve.com/Dustin right now, you can get your selection of 4 different items for $20. That is a great way to fill up a stocking for your significant other, if you ask me. And I was just looking for myself as I sat down to film this. There is 21 different items. I did want to let you know, though, that it cannot be combined with any other offers because this is such a good deal. But as always, with Adam and Eve, you get 24/7 customer support, 90-day hassle-free return, and 20% of their profit goes to fight the spread of HIV and AIDS. So you guys, there is still time before Christmas to load up those stockings. Go get this deal. I really don't know when they'll be running this again. So thank you again, Adam and Eve, for sponsoring this video. So first of all, we're going to talk about Crumbl cookies. Now, I've had Crumbl cookies not even a handful of times, maybe 2 or 3 times now.
Once or twice I've had it. They are not good. I don't like them.
I've never really been impressed. It's just the cakiest cookie. There's so much sugar in it. And I sound like an old person, but
They're dry.
And they are dry.
That is my opinion. Some people disagree, and I got cursed out in my comment section one time over Crumbl cookies.
Is there not like a whole conspiracy theory about Crumbl cookies and how it's like Betty Crocker cake mix?
It probably
I feel like I have saw videos saying that, and people that used to work there saying that it's not good.
I don't know. Aphrodite always does like the weekly Crumbl cookie taste test over on TikTok. He makes them look good, so I don't know.
They do look good, but you
Maybe
know what's
dry in Florida.
In my opinion, it's not really a cookie, but you know what is better than Crumbl cookies? Pink box donuts. I wish we had a pink box here.
I love
that is
Pink
my
Box
dream.
Donuts.
That is my dream.
If you are in Las Vegas, you know about Pink Box. Congratulations.
Oh, if you know, you know. Pink box is the undisputed goat of donuts, and I will take that over Crumbl cookies any time of day.
Of course.
Well, apparently, Crumbl cookie has got a collab going with Dove now, which I kind of see it. I see why it would work because people love to smell like fruity things. They love to smell like cake and all that different stuff. But there are a lot of people that are not happy about this, and there's even articles being written about it that say Crumbl and Dove partnered on a new body care line, and social media has strong feelings about it. Nobody asked for this, but
no one did.
I mean,
that's
nobody.
An accurate statement right there.
We don't ask for a lot of things. Like one thing that people love that I absolutely hate is deep fried pickles. It makes me sick to my stomach to even like.
Anytime that I see a deep fried pickle on the menu, I am ordering it, and then I remember that I can only eat like 3 or 4 of them until my stomach starts to be like, "Well, I don't want
too much," and they're slimy.
I do like them.
They're never good.
Now I've had good ones in New Orleans.
I don't know about that. Well, I printed out here what these were. It says strawberry crumb cake. My printer, I told you guys in one of my other videos, like
I don't understand this. Actually.
I literally, we just got an ink cartridge for this thing, and look. It's terrible.
2 weeks ago.
Canon. They need to step their game up.
Well, no, because you know a lot of printers now, they tried to come out with that bullshit where you have to have like a membership and pay a fee to actually print from the printer that you had in your house.
Ridiculousness.
Like, what the fuck was that, first of all? But I feel like the ink quality in these cartridges for the amount that you fucking pay for them is shit.
It is shit.
It's shit. They have cut corners over there at Canon.
Corners were cut. They have. Strawberry crumb cake, and then there was, let's see, confetti cake and more confetti cake, and then I think there was a lemon thing, lemon glaze and lemon glaze deodorant. Now I don't know about the lemon glaze deodorant. That might be a little bit weird, but I kind of understand the lemon glaze like
body wash.
Yeah, I get that.
I get the body washes. The fascination that people have with Crumbl cookies. I have never had a good experience with Crumbl cookies, so
I don't even know. Do we even have one around here?
We do.
We do?
We do. I was thinking about it because every time I see Aphrodite do it, I'm like, oh, you know what? Maybe we'll order like the weekly ones or the daily, whatever the fuck it's called. And maybe we'll do like a taste test as well. But I just know it's going to get here and I don't want to be, they're dry.
Well,
they're dusty. I mean, I could say that without having to
you don't
pay
want
for
to be a
them.
Debbie Downer. But
What if I'm pleasantly surprised?
yeah, what if you're surprised? You never know. But I want to know what you guys think about this. I don't understand why people are upset by it. You can get a million different fragrances when you go out to Walmart and look at body washes. Crumbl cookie, it seems like it's just like a no-brainer that people would like this.
It's with Dove. People like Dove body wash.
Yeah.
So.
Well, apparently it doesn't even come out until like January. So it's not even here yet, and people are complaining about it. I'm not going to buy it, obviously, because I don't use Dove, but I would smell it. If I was out in Target or Walmart, I would be like, I'd give it a good sniff.
This is not the launch that I'm excited for in 2025. I want the Betty White Forever Stamps from the USPS.
Yes.
And I will be purchasing several booklets.
But you guys, let me know what your thoughts are on this down below. I think it's foolish that people are upset about this because you can go to the grocery store and buy a crazy scented body wash anyway. Like, why do you care if it's Dove X
People were
Crumbl
just
cookie?
bored.
Okay, so before we even get into this next part of this video, I want you to comment down below. Stouffer stovetop stuffing or Kraft stovetop stuffing. I want to know which one you believe this is, because there is a Mandela effect that keeps coming across my For You page over on TikTok, and I am just here. I am ready to put this thing to rest because I am a former fat kid and I know what stovetop stuffing is, and it has always been Kraft. It's never been Stouffer's, and for a fact I know that me and my parents, you know, like the marked down bread store, there used to be the equivalent of that with Stouffer's, right? So we would go and buy like marked down lasagnas and stuff like that. So I know what Stouffer's is. I had plenty of Stouffer's lasagna as a kid. But there are people now saying that it was never stovetop stuffing. It was Stouffer's. I don't understand why people are saying that, but I'm here to explain it, and I got all the facts. So
he's very passionate
about this. I am very passionate about this.
He was telling me about this on Thanksgiving, and he was ranting about it. I'm like, you know what? You need to tell the masses.
I do. I am. And this is going to show you guys just how like gullible people really are, because there's this TikTok that's going viral that I'm going to show you guys pushing this narrative, and it's crazy the amount of people that believe it.
It's getting late. I better call my mom. Me too. Hi, Mom. Yo, Ma. Oh, we're having chicken and stovetop stuffing tonight? We're having stovetop instead of potatoes? With the celery and onions? Herbs and spices? What time? 6? At 8. Oh, 5 hours. Ma, could Pete come over? Mom, why don't I invite Bob? Yeah? All right, thanks a lot. Bye. Yeah!
You can never get enough stovetop stuffing instead of potatoes.
I know that it was never Stouffer stovetop. I know it was stovetop. I just remember the big giant stovetop on the box, the red box.
Well, I'm going to explain that.
I don't remember seeing Kraft.
Oh, it's been Kraft for a while. So if you don't know what a Mandela effect is, it's basically when a group of people, a large number of people, remember something that's not factually true. One example of this would be the fruit of the loom cornucopia, and I know for a fact, I believe that there was one. I remember seeing it. I had all the underwear. I had all the shirts.
Yep.
There was a cornucopia there. And there's a lot of people now that are saying that this is like a huge conspiracy theory, that we're being gaslit, and I honestly believe it. If you think about it, it's marketing genius. But basically what a Mandela effect is when a group of people remember something wrong.
And they make up a lie.
Or they've been gaslit. And that brings us to my soapbox today. So people are vividly recalling Stouffer's stovetop stuffing despite it never ever existing. So I'm just going to give you guys a rundown of the facts of stovetop, because stovetop was started, or it came to market in 1972, and it was by General Foods, and it changed ownership in 1990 when Kraft Foods actually acquired it. And today it's actually part of Kraft Heinz. Do you not remember? I don't remember the slogan, but I remember the stovetop stuffing commercials, and it was like, it's not something something if it's not stovetop.
So last year we were invited to Thanksgiving at the Andersons. I was stoked. That's my holiday. We invented it. So I'm like, pass the stuffing. And it's not stovetop. And I'm like, what? I wait all year, 364 days, to enjoy delicious stovetop stuffing. It's what makes Thanksgiving Thanksgiving. I had to get out of there. I faked an attack of scurvy. Scurvy. Works every time.
I don't know. All I know is stovetop is great.
Oh, no, it is.
So is stuffing.
We have several boxes.
In general. Like, that is the best part of Thanksgiving.
How was my mom's dressing?
It was good. No, I did like his mama's dressing.
Not my mama's. I think a lot of the reason why people are getting this confused is because Stouffer's also has a bright red logo on a black background for the Stouffer's logo. And then you have stovetop, where it's a bright red box with yellow lettering.
In our house, movie night means it's Stouffer's lasagna night. It gives us all a chance to eat together. It's funny how we all have the same taste in foods. Can't say the same for movies.
Stouffer's, nothing comes closer to home.
I don't understand why this is a thing. Is there anybody
Where
really
did this
watching?
even start? Who started this?
Girl.
Who is the liar? Someone did this to try to fuck up people's holidays.
No, I'd seen
what
this
it is.
before now, but it's just like growing on TikTok.
Yeah.
And the reason why,
This probably started fights.
well, no.
At Thanksgiving dinner.
Okay, so there's this video. I have not showed you this video, and you guys are about to see this video.
Girl, wait. Look at how bad. Where's the ink?
Girl, I don't
Where'd it
know.
go?
I don't know. Ask
We're
Canon.
gonna write a letter to Canon. A stern letter is coming for that.
They should be ashamed, for real. So in this video, this girl talks about this show, and the show is How To with John Wilson. Now, I know this because in the video, she shows a specific scene that she's watching, and she's like, oh my God, you guys, I knew that Stouffer's was actually the creators of Stovetop because look here. And in the video, you can clearly see it says Stouffer Stovetop, right?
Here's proof that stovetop stuffing was made by Stouffer's. Yes, this whole Mandela effect is real. Watch. Okay, our dinner conversation was about the Stouffer's. Is it Stouffer's or is it not Stouffer's? Stovetop stuffing. And we have found that the show How To with John Wilson, Season 3, Episode 2, at the marker 5 minutes 33 seconds, shows it is Stouffer's. Let's watch.
There's a bathroom back there that's so disgusting you'd throw up if you looked at it.
Pretty soon, construction workers started doing a gut renovation of the entire building, which quickly turned...
There it is. What does that say? It does exist.
Of course, anybody with a brain would know that you can't use a fucking TV show as a factual piece of evidence to prove a Mandela effect. So I instantly got really fucking triggered because
He actually was triggered.
I was very triggered because I'm like, how fucking stupid do you have to be to use a prop from a fucking TV show to prove a Mandela effect, right?
That's right.
And I had never even heard of this show, How To with John Wilson, in my entire fucking life. So off to
think I've ever heard
Google.
of that.
I don't
Y'all
even
heard
know
of
what
that?
that is. That like a Hulu thing, a Netflix thing, a Peacock thing, a Tubi thing?
I don't
There's
know.
so many fucking different things now.
Google it.
I don't even know what it comes on. It's probably something HBO or
How To with
Skinamax.
John Wilson?
How To with John Wilson. Okay, so I was right. It was on HBO. It had to be one of those, right? So off to Google I went because I wanted to know when season 3, episode 2 came out because that was what was in the video. So I was like, let me do a little bit of digging here, right? So I wanted to know what time frame this was shot, and this is what I came up with. It said, How To with John Wilson, season 3, episode 2, titled How to Clean Your Ears, was filmed around the period when the series was in production for its 3rd season. The filming for season 3 generally took place in the year leading up to its July 2023 premiere, but specific filming dates for individual episodes like episode 2 are not detailed in available information. And I say all that to say this. Who's to say that that was not put in there to get people talking about this show? That is a viral thing right there because they know that people are going to be looking for that kind of thing. That is a stage prop. It's not, if it was like a reality show and there was some footage from like 2019 and there was a Stouffer stovetop box
Bad
there.
Girls Club.
Yeah, something like that. I'd be like, yeah, girl, you got me. But the fact that this dumbass went onto the fucking internet and said, hey, I got proof of a Mandela effect because of this TV show right
So
here.
many people believed it.
There's a ton of people believing
It
it.
was never Stouffer's Stovetop.
It was never Stouffer Stovetop.
Never.
And if you believe that, you have
Never.
you have messed something up here. But I want to know what you guys think about this. Am I crazy? Because if I'm calling you crazy and you remember this, please let me know why I'm wrong and show me somewhere where Stouffer's ever made stovetop, and I will eat crow.
If you
But it don't
have
exist.
If it is in your pantry right now, please take a picture and tweet it to him.
Girl,
Everybody send him a picture of your stovetop. Let them. Yeah,
we live in the age of AI, girl. Do you know how easy it was for me to go over and have that drawn up? There's a picture of Stouffer's stovetop right here, girl.
I don't think people are gonna do that.
No, but there would be somebody that would try. It's crazy that people will just believe anything. I was always taught growing up, you should never believe anything you hear and half of what you see. I don't believe anything I see anymore. But you guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions on that down below. Is this a Mandela effect, or are we crazy, or are we wrong? Okay, I got a little hot and heated, so I had to take that hoodie off, but now I guess we need to talk about Gypsy Rose. And I wasn't going to talk about her, but the fact that this came up, I can't not talk about this, okay? Yeah. So I was scrolling over on TikTok and Conspiracy's video came up. Now, before we get into this, I do want to say this is all highly speculatory. This is not a fact. I'm not saying that Gypsy Rose did this or this is something that actually even happened. This is gossip and should not be taken as a fact. And I will say that if Gypsy Rose did do this, she's even worse than I thought she was, okay? Like
diabolical.
You already murdered your mom. Yeah. But if this actually did happen...
She doesn't identify with that.
I don't care what she identifies as. That's what she is. Gypsy Rose, you are a murderer, girl. A murderess. But, okay, with that said, all of this is completely alleged, highly speculatory. But we all know that when Gypsy Rose did this thing and she murdered her mom, they lived in a Habitat for Humanity house that was donated to them by the goodwill of the people in that community. They wanted to help them. They saw that Gypsy Rose was this girl in this wheelchair that couldn't walk. But she can walk, obviously. We know that now. She lied to all these fucking people that had good hearts and helped her and her mother. And then she turned around and killed her mother. Well, I was scrolling over on the TikTok and Conspiracy's video came up. And what she alleged is so outlandish and crazy to me because we have to remember that right now Gypsy Rose has millions upon millions of people following her. Yes. Access to make all kinds of money. Yes. She has a lot.
Apparently.
Yeah, apparently they say that she's a millionaire now. Well, Conspiracy reported that someone is now alleging that Gypsy Rose signed up to get a Habitat for Humanity house donated to her.
Y'all are not going to believe this. Allegedly, Gypsy Rose Blanchard tried to get a Habitat for Humanity house present day. Now, this is all alleged, but how do we know this information? There is a woman who alleges that she worked for Habitat for Humanity the first time Gypsy and Dee Dee got their home. The home. Now, she also says that she still has connections within that organization and found out this new information. She got on a live stream with Hello Starlight today on YT and told her that Gypsy Rose Blanchard and her stepmother, Christy, applied for a Habitat for Humanity house twice. She says that the first time they applied, they tried to do this using an LLC and were immediately denied. Then she says that the second time they applied saying that Gypsy was a single mother who was struggling, had no income, and needed help. She also claims that she has all of the receipts and proof to back this up, said that she has the signatures on the application, and that she would be willing to send this proof to Becca Scoops or Hello Starlight. Now, she also told some very interesting stories from the first time around when Dee Dee and Gypsy were trying to get their Habitat for Humanity house. If you guys want me to, I can try to post the clips on here. I will likely share the longer clip on my YT channel. Let me know what you guys think about this.
Another one.
Another one.
It's like another one, thank you.
Which is so crazy to me. We have seen this girl on TikTok flexing on people, hanging out with all these social media influencers, getting all these deals and all this different shit. Why in the southern fried fuck, Gypsy Rose, would you ever think that you deserved another Habitat for Humanity house? Seriously, like, I am bewildered, befuddled. Like, I don't understand what in her fucking mind, if this happened, would make her think that she deserves that.
It just gets fucking crazier and crazier when it comes to Gypsy Rose.
It's fucking crazy.
Like, who's gonna build it? Jimmy Carter?
Of course, like I said, this is all highly speculatory, and I did want to point out that Conspiracy also, I guess, got this information from this person that I've called out before. I don't even remember the lady's name. It's the one that always seems to be drunk, that has no teeth in her mouth, that makes every single video she possibly can about fucking Gypsy Rose.
Oh,
I noticed
Sparkles.
No, it wasn't her. No.
She's the one that looks like she's churning butter.
Yeah, that lady, but she has there's not a tooth in her head. In every video she makes.
I was talking about Joy Sparkles.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't know. I can't stand her either. But I did notice that Conspiracy was on a live stream with her, and they were going back and forth about this, and apparently she was the one that broke the story or something. So I don't really know if we should believe this or not. But what I will say is, if this is true, and if Gypsy Rose did fill this out and she did do this, you are even more disgusting than I ever thought you could possibly be,
Well,
Gypsy.
I'm assuming it got denied.
Oh, yeah. That's what they're saying.
Yeah.
This might not even be true because these people genuinely do hate Gypsy Rose, and if they want to, they can. But
I kind of feel like Gypsy Rose, this is just my opinion, my theory. I think that she kind of sits around, like when she's not on social media, maybe when she is on social media a little bit, looks at what people are saying about her. And I think she comes up with like certain things to like put out to get people talking to like stay relevant.
Oh,
I don't know. I'm just saying in general. I think that she does that.
She probably gets triggered, and I think she probably sets up and plots on how to get back at people.
Like probably post about herself on Reddit, like that kind of thing. Like I could totally see
Can
it.
Gypsy Rose use Reddit? Was Reddit out before she ever got locked away?
I don't know.
It seems like something that would have been out at that time period. Does she know how to use it?
What is she gonna do? Gypsy Rose was someone that I thought was in prison for a lot longer than she was.
She should have been, girl.
Like,
she should have been.
Yeah.
But I want to know what you guys think about this down below. As I said before, I don't know if it's true or not. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like it. And if this is your first time here, please consider subscribing. And if you made it this far in the video, leave me the snowman emoji down below because it's getting really, really, really cold here in Florida, and I'm not a fan.
I am.
I'm not a fan.
I love it.
I am
space
not
heaters.
moved.
I love a kerosene heater. That might just be the white trash
Girl.
in me from growing up. I remember every morning they would turn that kerosene heater on, that little flame would flick.
Listen, I grew up in a house.
Sit there and wait for the bus.
My parents' house did not even have central heat or air. We had baseboard heaters.
Oh.
One winter, we had a storm that knocked our power out for 2 weeks, and we had a kerosene heater. And when I went back to school, all of my clothes, even after I washed them, smelled like kerosene, and I got picked on for that. I fucking hate kerosene.
See, he always makes fun of me because I didn't grow up with cable because we were broke and could not afford it. But I think that I would take central air and heat, which my little ass home that I grew up in did have over cable. I will sit there with those bunny ears, and I will get the perfect image.
The PBS, girl.
Yeah, I will.
You was watching the PBS?
I will.
Oh.
I know how.
I might not have had central air, but I was watching HBO, bitch.
You had to put like freaking aluminum foil on them to make them work better.
Can't relate.
Oh
Never
God.
did it.
I could. There's
Never
no shame
did it.
in my game.
Never did it.
No shame in my game.
Never did it.
We still got TGIF.
I love TGI.
I did too.
But of course, I hope you guys all have an amazing day. You guys let me know your thoughts and opinions down below, and we will see you all in my next video.
Bye.
Bye, guys.